Hello everyone, we are Group 3. My name is Yang Chenyan and my teammate is Sun Jianmin. The topic we are going to introduce is e-paper label. The e-paper has been existed for a period of time. What is new in Touch Taiwan 2023? The answer is that it's an integrated design. The design we found is a multi-product combination e-paper. It can be used in retail store and other similar transaction occasion. First, it needs an IC and a pressure sensor to detect goods weight, and a DSC, which means dye-sensitized solar cell, to provide operation electricity. All the above components are connected to an IC. IC is able to contact cloud database. By communicating with the cloud, IC drives e-label to display renewable information, but we will focus on the e-paper part. Following is a brief process of e-paper manufacturing. The electric ink is dispersed on the plastic substrate. By combining with e-ink, plastic film, TFT, and IC, finally forms the lateral structure of e-paper display. The question is, how does e-ink make? There are two main steps to produce e-ink. The first step is producing charged ink. Ink particles are made out of PE, polyethylene, and PVDF, these two kinds of polymer, and these are their appearances, and following are their structures, and the following is their main supplier and their prices. But those polymer particles is uncolored, so for the pigment part, titanium oxide and Fe2O3 are the most common ones to be used, and these are their appearances, their main supplier, and their prices. By melting these polymers and pigments, the factories can deduce color liquid polymers. These color liquid polymers are injected into atomizing nozzles with opposite charge. These charged polymer droplets form negative and positive side large particles after cooling. Next, these charged particles are transmitted into electrodes to separate imperfect particles and sort negative and positive ones. The second step is to encapsulate ink. Charged particles are mixed with silicone oil, water, and polymer monomers in organic solvent, and these are their structures and their main supplier for the above material. By adding cross-link agent, this is the common material in use, butyraldehyde, and this is structure and main supplier and its prices. Monomer forms capsule-like structure to encapsulate silicone oil and charged particles. This is the e-ink particles, and these finished particles are reserved in solvent ready to be used. By combining electrode, e-ink, and TFT, TFT can apply different electric field to control what kind of particle to flow to the display surface. Thus, color contrast on the screen is created. However, there was a setback of old techniques. Old techniques can only display black and white. How to display other color? So, e-ink, advanced color e-paper, is the technique presented by the e-ink company. They develop a patent microcap structure to encapsulate e-ink. There are 4 types of e-ink particles. By separating electric field, different color particles flow to the surface and accomplish full color display.
Next, we are going to talk about the applications and the potential of e-paper. We use e-paper products such as Kindle to read e-books, but there are still many applications with e-paper. The first one is the interactive whiteboard and e-writer. Without using chalk, teacher can share information and writing note on the whiteboard, which is more convenient to be cleaned and used. The second one is the electronic shelf labels, which have the ability to wirelessly update content on shelving signage quickly and efficiently, without the need to print paper text and deploy store representatives to change them manually. The next one is the public information display. Since e-paper display is reflective, it is readable even under the sunlight. Compared to other public information display with backlight, e-paper also consumes less power, so it will be a good choice for public information display. Next one is the car body. BMW cooperated with e-ink to adopt new e-paper display technology in its new concept vehicle. The next card enables the exteriors to change from black to white in a dynamic flow, and it only uses power to change color. And we are moving to the potential of e-paper market. As you see in this chart, e-paper accounts for only a small part in the display market, but we can still predict e-paper market will grow. One reason is the region. In global e-paper market share, North America accounts for about 42%, which is the biggest part, but Asia and Europe hold only 32% and 18%. So there is room for the market to grow. And another one is the e-paper product type. E-readers accounts for about 15% of the e-paper market share. But as color e-paper show up, the e-paper can be used as electronic shelf labels and public information display, as we mentioned above. So we can still expect it will not stop growing in a few years. As we will talk about the advantages. Why the e-paper won't be replaced by other displays such as LCD. One reason is the low power consumption. E-paper screen will be retained even when all power sources are removed. This means that the display is consuming power only when something is changing by the TFT. For example, when reading on an e-reader, power is only needed when turning to a new page, but no power is consumed by the display while reading a page. It is the key reason devices using e-paper have such long battery life. The larger e-paper screen, the more electronic power can be saved compared with the same size LCD screen, and is especially better in public information display and wayfinding than a screen with backlight. The second reason is the eye protection. Since no backlight is used on e-paper, light from the environment is reflected from the surface of the display back to your eyes. As with any reflective surface, the more ambient light, the brighter the display looks. So you can read with e-papers even under the sunlight. E-paper displays do not have the same eye fatigue as with LCDs when reading for a long period of time. And study also showed that e-ink display emit less blue light than LCD when using comfort gaze front light, so it will be the better choice for eye protection. The last one is light and portable. E-paper can come in smaller size compared to tablet, and since e-paper using plastic substrate rather than glass substrate, it can be much lighter compared to other display. These are the reasons why e-paper cannot be replaced by other displays now. Thanks for your listening.